That was a specific question. Are you aware of anything that he's done to harm anybody that's a criminal act? Let's add that definition.
I will answer just as Ms. Leanne King did. Mr. Nidal Hassan hadn't heard anything until the morning he screamed Allah Akbar and killed 13 American servicemen and injured 36 others.
Thank you. One other question, Mr. McDaniels. I think last time we went through this exercise, shortly after the exercise was complete, the Times-Union ran an article about you owing $624,000 to the Department of Professional Regulation for taking money as a general contractor for jobs you never performed or jobs that you screwed up. Did you
did you research that? What you want was Florida Times-Union printed, sir? Right. What happened was...
Point of order, Mr. President.
All right, that's not germane to the subject matter. Let's just stay on point.
I think it's germane.
Because this is not the subject matter that is up for discussion at the moment.
Sorry, Mr. President, what is the subject matter that's up for discussion during the public comment period? It's an open forum, isn't it?
It is not a discussion that I want to see happen in public of a grilling of a speaker on issues unrelated to what he's talking about. That's enough. That is enough, folks. We're not going to turn this into a free-for-all. That's enough. All right. Ms. Lee, you have a question for Mr. McDaniel?
I have a comment.
Do you have a question for Mr. McDaniel?
Yeah.
Thank you. Go ahead. You can ask the question. Ask the question.
Good evening. In your comment, well, my question is, are you suggesting that if a council member does not vote the way that you want them to vote, then that means that they're not a good person?
No, ma'am, that's not what I said. What I said was there was enough documented evidence that there were three choices. You're either ignorant of the facts surrounding Bruce Parker's document, you're either incompetent and not able to come to a sound conclusion, or yes, you're ideologically committed because there were the information that was held in fact.
That is not, excuse me, you answered the question again. What I would suggest to you is I think that to suggest that someone is incompetent or ignorant because they disagree with you, you talk about the First Amendment rights. I think that's somewhat of a violation. Thank you.
Ms. Lee, can I address you, ma'am?
No, sir.
No,
The question's been asked and answered.
Right. Mr. President, I have just a point of order here. Mr. President, I would say, as we all know, politics is emotional, and we get emotional up here, but I think we have to be very careful about personalizing each other as well as speakers, even if we disagree. I think that doesn't, and I know it's emotional, and we have our own reason why we do things, but at the end of the day, whether we're on one side or the other, we should not bring up the personal business of any council member, yet alone a citizen. And I think that that's totally inappropriate. If it were me or anybody else, we need to watch it. That's totally out of order. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Lee. We will conduct this public comment period orderly and efficiently. And if there are questions, there can be questions. There will not be pontificating. There will not be speeches. That is not what public comment is all about. Thank you, sir. Thank you.